We're here at Blaze Power Sports today. We're going to do a walk around video on a 3125R ATV. It's a 125cc. This is not a new unit. The customer brought it in. He's had it for several years. He wanted us to do a body swap and kind of refreshing it because he's passing it down. So he probably got this about 3 or 4 years ago, but everything is the same as a new one. So we're going to go with it just to show you everything. First off, you're going to get, there's a remote kill switch that comes with it. The blue button will kill it. You got about a 50-foot range. The gray button unlocks it. This keeps it from firing up. It'll crank, but it'll spin, but it won't fire up until you hit the gray unlock button. And you get 2 keys with it. You keep 1 key with you and give them a key in case you lose it. You can make a copy of the hardware store. Otherwise, we just have to change out the ignition switch. Okay. Now that's a kill switch, and this is a kill switch. This is the run position here. Now, I do mind you, this is an older bike and it's kind of been used. Normally, you'll see the little arrows here, but you'll have a little X here and a little arrow here. But that's the run position. And here's the start button. The lights stay on all the time. They don't go off, okay? Now, let's go to the next thing. This is the front brake here. This is the front brake parking brake. That locks the front brake. Now, this is the rear parking brake, okay? To do this one, you have to actually step on the foot brake down here, okay? You step on it, and then as you step on it, you pull this out. Because if you try to do it otherwise, there's too much tension on the parking cable for the brakes, okay? And also, when you want to release it, you step on the foot pedal again, and you release it, okay? Now over here is a speed governor. The more you go in with this screw, the slower it goes. You'll take a number 8 wrench, loosen up the nut. If you want to slow it down, you go in with the screw. If you want it to go faster, you come out. But always loosen, tighten up your jam nut before and after you're finished. That blocks how far the throttle will open up. Okay? Now to release the brake, you just, on the front, you just do that. Now, on the gas, try to use ethanol-free gas. It's going to hold a little over ½ a gallon. It'll keep the carburetor much cleaner. Now on this side, you'll see the choke. The choke is the gold lever on the carburetor. It's right here. Down is off, up is on. You'll need to choke it before you start it sometimes. So you just pick up the choke, you crank it, and then you put it down. And if you forget it, what's going to happen is it's just going to stall out. So if that happens, turn it off, put the choke down, wait a couple of minutes, and restart it. And this is your fuel switch if you ever want to turn off the fuel. If you want to drain the carburetor, the drain screw's on the bottom of the carburetor on the other side. Okay? It's going to hold about a ½ a gallon of gas, but try to use ethanol free. Shifting is automatic. It's forward, neutral, reverse. That's forward, back to neutral, to reverse, back to neutral. It will start in drive, neutral, or reverse, but try to get the kids to start in neutral for their safety reasons. Now, up here you'll have a neutral indicator light and a reverse light. The reverse light's red and the neutral's green, okay? Drive is understood. In the daytime, it's not too bright, but at night it's very bright. Also to mention, the headlights do not come on until the engine is running. But the tail lights come on as soon as you turn the key on and squeeze the brake or step on the foot brake, the tail lights come on. That's in the rear. Now, also things to note, the rack's only made for 22 pounds. The kids are not to be sitting on this or putting too much weight. Next thing is the battery. The battery sits up under this fender here. You never want to jump start or quick boost the battery. Just use a battery trickle charger. 2 amps or below. You charge it about every week to 10 days for about 4 to 6 hours. Do not leave it on the charger. And again, do not jump start them and do not use a battery boost box. That's too much juice for these little units. Okay? You don't have to take the battery off the charger. Just take a charger with the clamps and clamp it red to red, black to black. And make sure it's not in water or gas or anywhere around where you have the cable or the extension cord running. Now, let's go to the oil changing. When you first buy these, you need to change oil the first day of ride because it's a break-in oil. It's a real thin oil that's not made for long-term lubrication. You want to use only a conventional oil. Don't use synthetic oils, okay? And it's only going to take 3/4 of a quart. The drain plug is down here. It's a 17mm drain plug. I got my finger on it down here. You could use a socket and a ratchet. That's the easiest way to do it. Take it out, drain the oil, clean the plug, put the plug back in and make sure you don't cross thread it, and then take out your dipstick and put 3/4 of a quart of oil in. And to check to see how much oil you have in here, you always screw the dipstick all the way down. Let me show you. You'll screw it all the way down, and when it gets to right here, it's full. Okay? This is way too much, and this, you need more. It needs to be about right here. And this O-ring sometimes will slide down. Make sure the O-ring is all the way at this part of the dipstick. And just screw it back down. And you always screw it all the way down to check it. Remember, 1540 is ideal. You can use 1030 or 1040, but make sure it's a conventional oil. Only 3/4 of a quart. Now, let's move on to the chain. The drive chain will stretch over time. It's just something that's going to happen. It's hard to say when. It could be a month, it could be 6 months, or a year, but you're going to have to adjust the chain at some point. And that's just a normal routine maintenance thing. And you do it when the chain is over a 1/2 inch plate at the midway point. To do that, you pull down the chain tensioner and you check the roller there. The chain sits on top of the roller. That's a tensioner. So you hold it down with one hand and you check the chain. If it's over a 1/2 inch to an inch, you need to adjust it. To do that, you'll loosen up. I have a video on how to lube and adjust the chain, so make sure you watch it. You'll loosen up these bolts here, these top ones, these behind the eyes here, and just follow my video, okay? Make sure you look at my video. Now, on something else while you're doing the chain, check your brake caliper back here. This is the Allen head. Here, Allen. There's an Allen down here, Allen bolt, and one here. Just snug them all. Other things to check are your wheels. You want to make sure your wheels are tight. Every time you're doing an oil change, check it. If they're loose, that was tight. But if they're loose, you'll take off this, and there's a big center nut there. You'll take a cotter pin, take the cotter pin out, take a lug wrench and turn it one notch and put the pin back in, and then put your cap back on. And you may have to tighten up these from time to time on all 4 wheels. Check the racks, make sure they're not loose. Check the handlebars. And one more thing to check after the break-in. We consider the break-in period being about 3 oil changes, 3 to 4. We tell people to kind of keep it at half throttle at that point, okay? So what you need to do is come when the engine is cold, is to check the head nuts up here. These 4 head nuts, you want to snug them gently with the number 10. These 4, and the 2 exhaust nuts. Take a number 10 wrench and snug them gently. Don't over torque them, just snug them. And check your modem out here, right here. There's one here and one back here. This is the main one that's gonna loosen up, okay? And there's ways to adjust the brake cables too. If it's too loose or too tight, just do them equally to where one wheel's not gonna tighten up too much and the other one's gonna be still spinning. That's how you adjust the front brakes. If the rear parking brake is too tight, you can loosen this up. What you do, you close in. If it's too loose, it's not working, spread it out. If it's too tight, bring it in, okay? They're all gonna be kind of tight when they're new, but they will break in eventually. So I'm gonna go ahead and crank this one up and so y'all can hear it. I'm gonna step on the foot brake to start. I'm gonna try without the choke just to see. That was not using the choke. Now I'm gonna take it for a drive. won't start until you hit the revolution. Same thing for the remote kill, does the same thing. But if you use either kill switch, make sure you turn off the key, because you see these lights still stay on, and you need to turn off the key, or else it will drain the battery over the course of a couple of days or spark somewhere. Well, if you have any questions, you can text us or email us, and we have these in stock for sale at always good prices. And we do service them and maintenance, should you not want to do anything to it yourself. We have a lot of how-to videos on how to do the changing, the oil, the battery care. And the main thing is just doing routine maintenance will make these things last a long time. We have some still running after 12 years. So it all depends on how it's stored, how it's taken care of, and being used, used appropriately. They're not made for jumping ramps or whatever. It's not made for motocrossing, but it's a good entry-level ATV for kids to get a feel for them. And we hope to see you here. And we also sell parts for these too, if you ever need parts. Thank you.